Okay, so today I introduce FLÉTCH, my warrior. Oh man, has this been a journey. FLÉTCH only dinged last week, dinged 70, and I rolled him about 3 years ago during Vanilla Classic, and I found it a struggle. Leveling warrior, most warriors or pro players of warrior will tell you that's your apprenticeship. It is a struggle to level, particularly solo. So FLÉTCH actually started with a different name. I had to change his name when I server transferred him, and he was called Slotty. I don't know where I got that from, but I leveled him up to around about level 45, believe it or not, as a tank, so that I could tank dungeons along the way. And I had an on and off questing partner with my regular questing partner Zort, and we teamed up on various of her different tunes, but I didn't see it through. When I quit Classic around about AQ40, before Nax was released, I left him. I didn't really look at him that much until I was leveling alts in Burning Crusade, and he was one of the last ones that I've gotten to. So I was just doing him solo, changed him to arms, thought for a bit of variety. It was an enormously slow bit of variety, which lasted about 2 levels. I didn't stick it. And then I just thought, screw it, and we'll go Fury. And so I leveled him Fury very slowly up until maybe the last month, all the way through to level 70, and said, this then, we've tried Paladin tanking, that's another story that you haven't heard. We've tried Druid tanking, that was a disaster, so maybe this is the one. Maybe I make him into a tank. So I quested for all the best gear I could get as a tank, crafted some stuff and so forth. So let's take a look at him. So here he is. So I kitted him out with tanking gear. I've done one run as a tank, and believe it or not, I went straight into Karazhan, an off-tanked Karazhan with a really weird group. And I recorded that run, which was like a 3 healer group, 1 T6, and some pretty undergeared players. We cleared the thing. It gets easier once you really do know what to do. But let's have a look at what gear. All the gear that I've got, pretty much all the gear I've got, was achieved through quests and crafting around the point of hitting level 70. So I got this Myrmidon's headdress. I've stacked everything with just stamina, basically. Stamina and defense seems to be the way to go. I'm not a pro expert tank, I just want to have a tank that can do some of this stuff. And I think when Wrath comes, because Wrath isn't that far off, I'll probably level this tank in dungeons as well when I get around to it. So Myrmidon's headdress, I think that's a world drop. I can't remember. It doesn't say. Oh, it's a quest reward, maybe. I'll find out and I'll post that on the screen. Medallion of the Valiant Guardian. Again, can't remember where it came from, but I think again a quest reward. I'll post up this information. War Chief's Mantle are a quest reward, I know that. I think they're from the Warlord's Hideout Steam Vaults quest, maybe. Or maybe that was the Helm, actually. We'll unravel this later. Stam, that's got parry rating on there. Haven't been able to get the Bold set, which is the Warrior Dungeon set for level 70 yet. Cloak of Eternity was tailored. I found this by accident. I was just scouring the auction house for anything that could help here, and lo and behold, there was the pattern for this, which was maybe about 150G, I think. So I bought that, sent it over to Kuta, my warlock, and he crafted this. So we've got that. No enchants at this point. I'm working on that. Adamantite breastplate crafted on Kuta, my main, who's a blacksmith, and made that into, well, I didn't see any harm in keeping the strength gem there and having that a bit of attack power. Shitari wrought arm guards, again, strength, stamina, defense. Fellsteel gloves crafted by my shaman, stamina and defense. The Girdle of Siege I had while I was Fury, and I couldn't find anything better to equip to improve upon that, so I kept it. Felsteel Leggings, I just regemmed them, all with stamina, and they've got 33 defense. Starry Rock Greaves, similar, they were better than what I had. And that's the ring I got. You know, a lot fell in Karazhan that was an upgrade on what I wanted, but this was the only thing I actually rolled successfully on. So Sherman and a great ring, and the tanks in the raid, and those people who have tanks and were on their ults were telling me you definitely must get that. So when it seems obvious to me, it's got a lot of armor, stamina and defense rating. And I got my Violet Signet, my first Violet Signet, so they go well together. Trinket wise, nothing tanky at this point, just the stuff this one I've had all the way through leveling 60 to 70 basically, and I've kept that. And this one from a quest, the Charm of Alacrity, I think it's a Hellfire quest, increases your dodge rating. It's a bit like, the effect is like evasion, so you feel like when you're on the rogue and you hit evasion, it's the same kind of thing. So that's that. I got this gun, best weapon I could get that was a stat stick because it had stamina on. There are better I could get. The Platinum Shield of the Valorous I got from Shadow Lab, as it says there on screen. And that's from Durn the Hunger. I do remember that one, the sword. So as you can see, it's as much stamina as I can load up, it's as much defense as I can get, a bit of crit, a bit of attack power chucked in for good measure, a bit of dodge and parry, and I'm hoping that will be sufficient to get me started. All of the guides I've read suggest that that's the case, that will be true, and I've just got to be careful about, you know, where I go and how I do this thing. I think I was fortunate to get a Kara on my first ever run as a tank. I found it, first of all, quite challenging. I didn't feel I contributed that much, but I did do some of the stuff right, and I think did okay. Nobody complained. Everybody was happy. The whole thing was cleared. So we'll see that particular video coming next for FLÉTCH. But that's FLÉTCH, my workaday tanky warrior. Is Warcraft Dad?
Oh crap.